Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Bulls. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build on the wins as the season goes on. And, of course, the Hawks, 2 games back.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White on the wing along with Okoro. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's the chosen one in at the point. And for the Hawks, Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Reza Shea at the small forward. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis, and it's Young in at the point.
It is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Porzingis sets the pick for Reza Shea. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis sets big screens and makes big plays out of that two-man game.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Now, here is Young to the middle, trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Buzelis. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
First team foul. Jalen Johnson.
One shot.
That's good from Johnson. At this point of the season, you can really start, Richard, to feel teams kicking into gear.
Oh, this is about the time when things seem to get rolling. I know I wasn't necessarily a ready out the gate type player. It takes some games to get into your groove.
Right wing. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Mr. Porzingis. Now Johnson. Going inside. Count that bucket. Johnson's got 7 points.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Here's the chosen one. Last game, 26 points. And it's White missing. Stolen. The chosen one. Vucevic to the pass to the chosen one. Back to Vucevic. Ball's knocked loose. Reza Shea with the steal. Young outside. To Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
And here's Vucevic. Now Okoro. Here's the chosen one. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now, here is Young. 23 points his last outing. Here's Johnson. It's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Porzingis with the steal. Young taking his time here. Johnson sets the screen for Young. Over Okoro. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding free agents Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, it could be pretty tough to deal with now.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Johns, we thank you for the report. Now, here is Young. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Porzingis kicks to Young. Fires for 3. Hands it from downtown. Young's got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The chosen one passes to Vucevic. Here's the chosen one. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, such a field shot there. The floater.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
So for Chicago, their last game, a win against Cleveland. Here's Ricochet, covered by Okoro. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Ricochet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
And the first one at the line is good. Hawks making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ricochet's hit them both. Here's the chosen one. Pass to White. To the inside. The chosen one gets the basket. The chosen one's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Okoro, wide open, he fired. Off target with his 3. Inside, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 5. Clock at 6. Drops in the layup for 2. The chosen one's got 7.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Young with the ball. 5 points in the game. A shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Young. He doesn't get the second one.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. Young's teammates love to see him at the stripe.
Okoro passes to the chosen. And stolen by Daniels. Pass to Young. Rizachet wide open. Good on the three-point shot. He has 5. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Bulls trail by 17. And here's White. Still yet to score. Pass to the chosen one. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
That's tipped. Smith against Young. Over Smith. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Young's got 8 points.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, the Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's the chosen one. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Then for the Bulls. Williams is checked in for Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in for Okoro. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Young. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Williams, a screen on Young. Here's the chosen one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Bulls have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
For the Bulls. Number 8, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Zach Collins checked in for Williams. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Down low, here's Daniels. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
The Hawks leading by 18. And Jalen Smith is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Atlanta making some changes. Porzingis comes in for Zachary Rizachet. And it's Luke Kennard in for Young. Phillips, he's checked in for Chicago. Kennard kicks to Johnson. Kennard setting the pick for Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Dosunmu, the pass to White. Now here is Smith. Pass to Phillips. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's the chosen one, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Bulls making a change here. Herter's checked in.
Kevin Herter.
The Hawks leading by 20. On the wing, Johnson. Shot from 16. Porzingis can't hit.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
The chosen one passes to Smith. Outside, White. Smith with a screen on Kennard. Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid? So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Okoro comes in for Williams. White is checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's the chosen one in for Jones. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's the chosen one, defended by Young. Here's the chosen one, and it's Trae Young with the rebound. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The 11-footer, Vucevic with the rebound. Bulls trail by 13. Here's the chosen one, 11 points in the game. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. Number 1, the Bulls.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
And he knocks down the first one. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Dyson Daniels. And he makes both free throws. Now, Alexander Walker. No scoring in this one. Pass to Young. The 3. Again, Young missing.
and he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
The chosen one passes to Okoro. Outside, White. 6 to shoot. Here's the chosen one. Kennard covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GMs.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not equal.
First free throw is good.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfectly lined so far here in the second quarter.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 15. With the drive, that's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. The Hawks leading by 9. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Now here's White. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. 4 on the clock. Here's the chosen one. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Johnson outside. Young drives in. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now here's White. Defended by Alexander Walker. Pass to the chosen one. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. And Zachary Rizachet is subbed in for Kennard. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Herter's checked in. Young outside, and he drives in. Here's Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
Here's White. Rebound by Alexander Walker. The Hawks leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Johnson, and it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Alexander Walker. White covering. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Rizachet. Rebound by the Bulls. 1:24 left to play here in the second quarter. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
The Bulls had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. That free throw, no good. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
And the second free throw, good.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Johnson with a screen on White. Risache in the corner. Inside, here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And we've been watching Jalen Johnson build this confidence, taking it to the defense there. Big game tonight.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Pass to Young. Here's Risache. Light covering. Alexander Walker on the wing. No good off the front iron.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Vucevic's screen on Young. Here's the chosen one. Comes up empty down low. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder. And, Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, and trying to be precise and disciplined and talk. And we're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
You know, right now for the Hawks, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Hawks.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
It's so cool here.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Bulls trail by 12, so the Bulls 5 right now. White on the wing along with Okoro. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's the chosen one and a point guard.
And how about the patience from Buzelis and the body control? He doesn't rush through that play.
Back to Young. 11 feet away. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Earlier in his career, Vucevic didn't take any threes. Now they've become one of his staples in terms of his offensive game.
Porzingis hits the Young. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bulls trail by 9. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The chosen one passes to Vucevic. To the middle. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young, right side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Buzelis.
And Young is so creative. One guy who understands how to draw fouls.
No good on the free throw. Let's check in for the Bulls. He hits the second from the line. Here's the chosen one. 22 points for him. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you guys.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. So it's the Hawks now. The Bulls getting the bucket. 5 on the clock. Bounce pass from Ricochet. Bucket is good. Johnson's got 17.
And what a shot right there by Johnson, wasting no time in letting that one
go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hand.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
First one falls for him.
When White is in rhythm, he is a good all-around scorer and can carry the offense in stretches.
And both free throws good for White.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Buzelis. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out at the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into it.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Here's Young after the Bulls pick up 2, and the layup falls. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The chosen one passes to Smith. Johnson with the block.
Phenomenal rim protection right there by Johnson. This is the kind of defense this team is starting to expect from him.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 24. The 10-footer. That misses off the back.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Rizachet. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Bulls trailing by 13. Young's shot is off. Here's the chosen one. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's the chosen one. Vucevic is screen on Young. Pass to Vucevic from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Vucevic has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bulls.
Big man, Vooch, showing some quickness on that release.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Bulls in second.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Porzingis finds Rizachet. Hawks passing it around. Porzingis against Vucevic from 11 feet away. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Young pass to Porzingis. To the inside. Young, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Young's got 24 points.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
The chosen one passes to Vucevic, and he banks in the layup. Vucevic has got 8 points in the quarter.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vuce setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Here's Alexander Walker. Johnson surveying the floor. Just 4 to shoot. 3-pointer. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-star.
Rizachet with it, covered by Okoro. Young outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's the chosen one, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Johnson sets the screen for Rizachet. Back to Young. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Osumu, he's checked in for the Bulls. Trey Jones comes in for Kobe White. Bulls trail by 13. Here's the chosen one. He's got 26. A wide open look here for Vucevic. And he's good on the 3-ball. Vucevic has got 11 here in this quarter alone. Young passes to Porzingis. Shoots over Vucevic. Again, the Hawks score.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number one reason why they're winning right now.
Here's the chosen one. He's covered by Daniels. The chosen one passes to Vucevic. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players. Jump ball.
Johnson dishes to Young. Vucevic against Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
Here's the chosen one, and it's blocked. Young outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Young. Takes it from 10. A chosen one with the rebound. Bulls trail by 14. They set the screen. Down low. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got his second bucket.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Here's Daniels. And that one is stuffed right through.
But he's just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Look, Vuce is a big man that can score at all 3 levels. And look, his versatility makes him a nightmare for defense.
Here's Rizachet. He's got 5. Porzingis with a screen on Jones. Rizachet finds Porzingis. He gets it in there. Porzingis has got 10 points in the quarter.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Screen by Jones. Shoots from 12. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Dosunmu.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams deciding to change it up. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts. You redirect your energy toward other phases of the game. And that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
Daniels with it. White covering. It's stolen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Takes it inside. Here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Krejci passes to Daniels. A three from Porzingis. Can't hit that one. Bulls trail by 9. Here's the chosen one. 27 points for him. Screen by Smith. Here's the chosen one. And stolen by Okongwu. Kennard on the wing. To the paint for Porzingis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
At the line for your Hawks.
8 seconds left to play in the third. Here's White. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And we reach the... Porzingis looking it over. The kick out to Young. It's tipped, and as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Porzingis with a screen on White. Lock at 6. Alexander Walker with the ball. White on him.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
There's the pick to the inside. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Here's the chosen one. Tipped away. Rizachet with the steal. And oh, here we go. Rizachet's got it. The fast break chance. Porzingis kicks to Young. Back to Porzingis. It's up a 3. Drains the three-pointer. 32 points for Porzingis.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
The chosen one's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Alexander Walker. White covering. And here's Young from the arc. Connects from three-point range. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Vucevic is screwed on Young. The chosen one passes to Vucevic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Whatever adjustments were made in half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young on the arc. And Okoro pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Got a piece of it. Pass to White. Here's the chosen one. Into the lane. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
Jalen Johnson's checked in for Atlanta. Mason Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. The Hawks leading. Daniels finds Rizichet. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Number 7, Alexander Walker.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Team 7.
Here's Porzingis. Johnson at the elbow. Back to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Alexander Walker.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
Here's the chosen one. Ejected by Young.
And time that one just right. That'll fire up Young and his teammate.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Vucevic. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Here's the chosen one. There's the screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Too reckless with the ball. He's hurting his teammates with these mistakes.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Light covering, and they call an illegal screen here.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
Well, Chicago has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Vucevic. And here is Okoro. Here's the chosen one. Vucevic, a screen on Porzingis. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
He's been in the league long enough that late-game moments do not scare Nikola Vucevic.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Let's start getting loud and give a big welcome to your Hawks ball.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. Coach kept it calm, but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Young. Six to shoot. Here's Rizichet, covered by Okoro. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To take the lead. And the lay-in, and he gets it done.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Porzingis. It's stolen by Vucevic. 1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Vucevic is screen on Young. Johnson rips down the board. The Hawks trailing. Here's Young. Now Johnson, stolen by Okoro. Here's the chosen one. Vucevic is screen on Young. Vucevic outside. Johnson against White. Clock at 4. Porzingis pulls it down.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. On the wing, Johnson. Down he goes for 3.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Vucevic is screen on Young. And there's the try.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Six-second difference between the shot and game clock. Porzingis. Yeah, that goes in.
Just a huge shot by Porzingis. He welcomes the chance to come up big for his team.
Free throw off from Porzingis. That's in there.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Now, here is Young. Not a lot of room. Shoots the 3. Missed on the 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shoot 2.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So so he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, the chosen one.